Perfect. Don't blink, it's your buddy. Welcome to our show. Please team up to have a wonderful day on this 14th March 2025. March 2025. This is awesome work so far today. Today we did a TikTok 500 some videos. It's not battles. I'm gonna be watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I can go see tomorrow. Tomorrow when I wake up, I have a meeting with the government. So this is important. Some nature porn. Okay. There you go. We're back. We are back, baby. I wanted. Don't blink if you're buying. Welcome to our show. Because guys, we're having a wonderful day on this glorious after charge, the tower. 14th February 2025. Cops, police, ambulance. Ambulance. I'm starting to know them. Today we're starting the evening because this is our evening videos with our tower talk. So, I made a mistake. We have some great news to start with the Tower Talk. So the Tower Talk, the first thing I want to talk about is that we have a great new mod for health. So the mod we have right now is 20% health regen, but we have one with 20% health regen and plus 1% health. So I'm going to do that. And for the cannon, right now the cannon we have 2 meter attack range, and we have time plus 2 time attack speed. We're going to trade it for critical factor, and we're going to trade it for bound shot chance. This is better. Right now, got some great news for you guys. We're doing the same thing that we were doing. So this is more about resistance reborn than anything else right now. So really the whole thing we're doing. So basically we have our orbs and have a shockwave efficacy and size to the max. Before, but right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do a tier 2, and that way with a tier 2, I'm able to get much more. I'm able to get much more. Well, 20, first of all, that's not really the big part of it. The big part of it is I want to get perks. After private how little, and I do mean how little, we're going to get for... I haven't done tier 2 in so long. I'm definitely beating that 100 for sure. The question is just how far can I go, right? With the tier 1, we're doing 100. Now, here's the thing. Tier 2 should be doing okay because if tier 2 allows elite from 500, then if I get a vampire people like kill me most. So we got some we drew cards. We got the pre cards. We got what? We got wave skip, which is incredible. We got extra orbs. We got plasma cannon. And we got energy nets. We're gonna be using wave skip, and then we're gonna be trading soon free upgrade for extra orbs because extra orbs are my favorites. And in the beginning, what we're gonna do is we're focusing on 2 things: shockwave and orbs. Shockwave gonna push towards the orbs, and the orbs take care of everything. Now for the rest, we have our genetic results. We also have the wonderful guild. You see, this is insane. Usually I do my videos much later than this, so this is kind of nice. Yeah, go. That's my phone. BH range duration, chance. Okay, actually lightning damage. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Okay, so the reward for the tournament. We finished at rank 23 and platinum, which was horrible. However, I've gotta say, the what should we call it? Still 50 so much freaking. The condition, the heat level, were versus my gameplay all around. And platinum we finished in rank 20. So even though shield did so much better thanks to this, we just ended up 2 space in front on top of it. So still 50 and 125 gems. Now for the moment of truth, what we've been waiting for, the crown. How do we do with the crown? The crown, I'm telling you, since we're at 2.53 Bs, when I start doing the crown, I'm gonna start doing some enhancements. More than just focusing on the lab enhancements. Now I'm gonna get I think it's orb set, I'm not sure. Rank 19, 290 stones. I feel like this is good. And sadly, Resistance Reborn, which we did horrible at. Resistance Reborn, however, we're moving forward pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. I love that sound. We did the most horrible 24. Now here's the good news. There's another person that partake, and we beat them because they get 7. So they have 40 gem and 12 stone. Now I'm gonna be a dumbass because I'm gonna be doing 2. Because wave accelerator. Oh, this is huge. This is a good card. I got common. The fortress is now level 2, which is great. Wave accelerator is humongous. So I'm gonna start using, because now we have wave skip, we have imbalance. I'm gonna have wave accelerator because our speed is not great. So this is very good. The reason why we're buying cards right now is because, as stupid as it is, card is possibly the worst but the best investment possible. So for example, if you have a quest for nukes, you have a nuke. If you have a quest for death ray, we have a death ray. If we have a quest for landmine stun, we have a landmine stun, right? We don't have what it takes to you to equip it. But as long as I'm gonna have these cards, it'll be good, and I'm super lucky because what I have are super good. Like for example, right now it's a big problem that I don't have enough space. We had how much personal? I had at the 18. I'm gonna be doing a couple levels, but Blue Tower already almost done leveling up. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, 50 stone to upgrade. So the next weapon takes 50 stone to do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the 3 stats. So bonus, cooldown, and duration. We're gonna take them to 50. So technically speaking, duration is at 48 right now. It's not 50, but also 50. I don't mind for 2, right? And then we'll buy the ultimate weapon. Now the next ultimate weapon is 150, and 150 will upgrade every single subset times 3 to 150. Now what we'll do is I'll level up some things. But because for example right now we have the vampire, we're destroying us. We're nowhere near unlocking it, but a simple death ray would be the good job. So yeah, pretty much it. So anyway, love you guys, take it easy. Please, thank you for watching these. I know I'm doing them a lot, but this game is really meaningful to us. I don't think I'm going to finish the event, but at the same time, trying my best. All I could do was try, and all we did was try. Anyway, love you guys, take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. Yes, you're blinking. Welcome commercial. As we watch, I have a wonderful day on this glorious 14th September 2005. Today is one of those cringy videos, one of those super cringy videos. Before yesterday we did a video about Falling in Verse. Yesterday we did a video about Other Dead. I have 3 days to finish watching, which is not true because we have 2 days now. Finish watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We're nowhere near this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna try to do it as far as possible, but I don't think so. Long story short, speaking very fast, just to say, because we spoke about Other Dead and reminding myself of the song, because we spoke about Falling in Verse and reminding ourselves of the song. Yesterday I spent the whole night listening to old music that I listened to. Some music that I listened to 10 years ago, 13 years ago, because I was a young man, you know, and it was meaningful to me. My 20s, my early 20s were more meaningful in my development than my late 20s, you know. So yeah, so we started listening to these, and it was a surprise by how much it was surprised at how much I remember them. I still knew them by heart. I was listening to Spring Break Anthem, and Spring Break Anthem is a song from Lonely Island. Again, we're watching B99 night, so it's gonna be insane. And I knew the song by heart, and it was surprising because the song is funny. So I'm learning by heart and I'm singing it, but I'm also laughing because it is funny, you know. So yeah, it really made me laugh. Now the principle of this video is it was just amazing by how much these songs still meant to me. You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. Making content is my dream. Can I tell you what video that I made yesterday? All of them? No. Can I tell you what video that I made the day before? All of them? No. Can I tell you what I ate 2 years ago? No. Which is not true because we ate sausage. How do I know? I like food. As simple as this. I wish it was a more meaningful reason, but no, there's not. So all of this to say, in case I go in, I see the song. It's not only how it's not only yesterday was such a transformative event for me, such something so incredible and so many fans. So the first thing I did was do the music, right? It was remembering all of those lyrics, remembering the music. I'm supposed to be the one. And we're back in, of course, by leaving, which is died, which is, it's not cool, but hey, that's life, we just avoid this other drama. Drama about what? Don't worry about it. It's all good, my friends. So yesterday was such a life-changing experience because it was music that I listened to when I was younger, so it had a meaning, even if it was only nostalgic, but we went through so much more in the last 10 years I did my whole life, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, some of those lyrics I do understand even more than that, which is still super important. People streaming good. It's so sick to see people streaming. Very respectful. Like for example, this morning, oh my god, don't get to a rent, a rent link. Somebody this morning had a grocery, what should we call it? A grocery, trolley? I don't know what you call it, a grocery cart, yeah. And the grocery cart just bugged me, because like, dude, you're stealing from a grocery store cart. But to come back to it, it was those songs that had a nostalgic meaning to it, but I knew what it meant. It was something that was so important to me, it was something that was so meaningful to me because, again, it was a question of, I understand now I've been through this, right? When I was listening to them at 18 years old, I had no idea what love was. I had no idea how much a heartbreak would make you suffer, you know? And then we started listening to them, and it was so meaningful. Think about Falling Dead, but also Falling in Verse. These songs meant so much to me, and, you know, with Falling in Verse, I was going through a lot listening to it, so the difference between this and Other Dead wasn't that much. Just apart from these two bands, the music, how much it evolves. It doesn't evolve because it's the same piece of content. It evolves because your understanding of said piece of content evolves itself. So your understanding, your relatability with the song is different, and because your relatability with the song is different, then you're different in itself, which I thought was phenomenal. I thought was a mind-blowing, because you don't really think about it, you know? There's this really cringe stuff, which is, listening to a song and you understand what you mean. But people are right about that. It's a completely different story. It's a completely different story, and, you know, I'm just grateful that I grew up with these, and I still get to listen to these, you know? To me, it was mind-blowing, and the craziest thing that happened was, I had a friend, Kathy, at Quebec. She went to see Falling in Verse to see Other Dead, which to me was mind-blowing, you know? But that's the way it is, and it was such a good time yesterday. Remembering yourself, having a song that makes you laugh. We were listening to Mother Lover, which is not supposed to be the most meaningful song that makes you laugh. Spring Break Anthem. You watch Real Bros, the Simi Valley, yesterday. And then you watch Spring Break Anthem, and it's just the funniest thing that you ever listen to, because it's dumb. It's not supposed to make sense, but at the same time, it does make sense. So like, wow, you know, wow. And even though you're not aware of the situation because it's not reality, you're still aware of the fact. For example, Spring Break Anthem is about douchebags, right? And Simi Valley is people that make fun of douchebags. So we're just like an experience together, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just growing up, how much you remember this song, how much they mean to you. It's a beautiful thing. It's a really beautiful thing. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, you should again. Welcome to our show, because today's been having a wonderful day on this glorious day of the 14th of September 25. Leave a raspy voice, we sang the whole night yesterday. We're gonna do some Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now, I gotta say, today is the 14th, the show leaves on the 16th, which means that I have 2 whole days to watch it. Do I think I can watch 6 seasons in 2 days? I don't think I can. I'll be completely honest, I don't think I can. So here's the good news and here's the bad news. The good news and this one. So the good news here is the fact that I work well under pressure. I was cocky. I was a fool thinking that I was gonna be able to do anything, but because we were a fool. It's a very common experience. Do you watch it because you don't have time, or do I get to watch a show as much as I can and make it as much as I can? I think the answer is both. I think the answer is little A. I get to watch it as much as I want, and you know they can, right? If I finish it, oh yeah, if I don't finish it, well that's life, right? So without further ado, let's continue. It's like as I recall, we watched a couple of episodes, and it was so good. It was so good. We stopped at the Will Linetti wedding, which was honestly like a little bit of a disappointing episode, but still, because you're expecting amazing comedy. It's one of those shows that you can make, so yes. Okay, so we are at where? We are at on break. Enemy for life. I don't know which one it is. Enemy for life. Yeah, because you see, this is in French, so you have to remember what it is. Yeah, it's on break. Yeah. Yeah. So we have something that is super funny. We have a cool wedding, which is Jake giving up a relationship. Enemy for life, which is the wedding of the Bulls of Linetti. You see, they tell you in French. They only tell you at. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is not it. I watched 6 episodes today, and I get it mixed up. So Enemy for life. So you had a care package, which is Jake bringing this stuff back to Sophia. Remember that Sophia with his lawyer girlfriend. Thank you so much for reminding me by having a lawyer girlfriend. You between the whole 9-9, but it's okay. That's for another episode for another show. So this one is kind of funny because he misses her, right? And he's trying as much as he can. And this is kind of the first, and you can tell that Peralta isn't super used to being rejected. Right? So there you go. So they have the drill, which is something that's super important. Now, what is the coolest thing is the season 1 training camp, and they made better. They made the federal training camp, which is a good thing because it is the season 1 the same plot. However, it's a completely different thing. Season 1 was Jake wanting to go out with Amy. Season 2 is Jake wanting to get back with Sophia. Which are both about love, I guess. But it's a step above, which is super freaking cool. I'd say the MVP of this episode is Charles Boyles, and when Charles Boyle is the MVP, we all rejoice. Can I hear you say we all rejoice? We all rejoice. Okay, that's what I was talking about. So, Rosa and Amy requested to have Saturday off, which is super cool because they said, "Oh, we have this reason for that. We have this reason for this," which is great. Which is great because you realize just, and as much as it's about Charles and Jake, it's also about Amy and Rosa. Amy and Rosa formed this bond, which is super cool. So Amy wants this. She wants this day off, and it is super nice because Amy's reason isn't as good as Rosa's reason, but Rosa's reason only is good when you understand what's going on. So she says that she has to go supper with her family, and then Amy's like, "Yeah, but you ate your family, so just give me Saturday off." And now Rosa is like, "No, I do need Saturday." And then we learn that she wants to present Marcus to her parents, so she means she likes him, right? Which is super cool. Next up, Jake comes back for the 6 date joke. Oh my god, this is such a good episode. Gina and Old, Gina is bored. Now, what I kind of don't like here is you're repeating 2 plots in one episode. So is the whole crazy cupcake again a bit different? So basically what you're doing is there's a side test online where you can say, okay, well, what type of personality you are, and then Gina and Old say the same thing, which is kind of sad because Old will be offended at that. Gina is happy that they have both, and Old will be offended at that because Old will get offended at that. He's gonna try to sabotage Gina to prove that she is not on his level. So we have this squad. Jake gets into a fight with Nick Kroll himself. Nick Kroll is the ultimate douchebag, but Jake acts like a hotshot when in grade. See, in the police, this is one of the worst things. It doesn't matter how good of a police officer you are, right? It's all about rank. If your rank doesn't mean shit, then you don't mean shit. Lo and behold, I saw someone understand. My cop, now do I understand the cops? Politics, no. Am I gonna pronounce myself on it? Absolutely. So because Jake and Nick Kroll got into it, Nick Kroll was like, "Yo, you're the hostage," which is cool because we learned in the last training camp how they treat the perps. So the roles are reversed, how the mighty have fallen. But Boyles is sad because they spend the whole day attached to a chair. And the whole day Jake is thinking about Sophia and how much she missed it and how much she didn't text him. So Charles like, "Yeah, let's fucking do it." And what happened is they get free. And because they get free, Jake is not able to think about it, And that's typical because Jake thinks about it. And then even if they win, Charles, I think a freaking leader, and he says, "Hey, Jake, are you down for taking that douchebag roll out? Amy, Rosa, your score are equal. Are you down to make it not equal?" So he's motivating the troops, which is, I can say, and that's that. They have a thing called hostage. They take on the stage and it's hoes, which is super funny. Jake gets in trouble. Which is funny because we learned of Charles. The joke of the joke of that episode is Charles had a dog called Molly, which was his first dog, and Jake makes fun of her because she's dead. She's like, "Oh, she's in hell, she's in hell, she's in hell." And Charles like, "No, she was a good puppy. She's in heaven. She's in dog heaven." Which reminds me of a movie. All dogs died in heaven. We have the score, which is Rosa and Amy, the one that have the most points. The one that have the most win. So they're off. Now we have Cruz that comes in, and Cruz is like, "Yo, he's very thankful because this is a huge ability for the precinct because what he does is like Homeland Security, FBI, and then NYPD. Which again, the ranking is lower. I don't know what I think the whole night just like look at karaoke in my apartment alone. It's sad now. It's pretty cool. It's gangster. Terry's like, "Yo, we're so thankful that you have us for your trial." But then they call the cops fats, and then Terry gets mad. And Terry's so funny because he destroyed the chair, and it's just a bad moment. Terry is a monster, but he's a heavy monster, right? Um, so there you go. Child, super good speech. Super good speech. And Kroll, I gotta say, Kroll, I like the Kroll show. I didn't watch him in a lot of stuff. I didn't watch Big Mouth. I didn't watch a lot of things that he's in. But I did watch Kroll because I thought it was funny. My favorite Kroll show sketch, publicity. It's really good. Publicity is the shizzle. If you don't know what publicity is, you're missing out, trust me. So this is for 17 out of. No, let's go. Hope almost done. Hope is almost done. We're gonna do these. I have to upgrade these. I love the tower. I love me some towers. Okay, Nicholas. Jake, since it's on a reference between Die Hard, because apparently Die Hard is the best cop movie that is. Here's where I do it coming out. I have never watched Die Hard. Not the first one, not the second one, not the third one, and the fourth one. I know I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. I tell myself the Tony Stewart of modern art, but I never saw Die Hard. I'm a fraud. So this is super funny because this will give the ID to Kroll. Jake's like, fuck you, Kroll. We're not gonna go down, right? Now we're hostage. We don't wear hostages. We're having you guys hostage. So now you don't want us pizza. And this is also a funny moment because Charles like, oh, I want it. Like, official way. I want to see the and then he's like, sure. And then hey, Charles, get the pizza. This dog, he's like, did you play us all along, Jake? It's a trap. Which was really funny. They go in and they destroyed everybody except for Mr. Kroll, which is super cool. I have learned what Blondie is today. Again, both trying to get Gina to be discredited, which is sad. But it's a really good ending for that. The only one left is Jake, and apparently in Die Hard, what he does is he pretends like he's surrendering, and then he has a gun taped to his back, takes the gun and pow, you know. But so Kroll does that to Jake, and Jake's like, oh my god, I've been detained. It's supposed to be the name of the main character in Die Hard. I know it's supposed to be this stuff. I know. I think it's supposed to be this, and I think there's I'm not sure. Troll's pretty badass in this one. So Kroll says, you're not invited next year, and you guys are douchebags, which is not him, the douchebag. It's not them, the douchebag, it's him. Oh, that's Gina, and this is a great ending. He's like, you know what? The test was wrong. It wasn't wrong about you, it was wrong about me. I've been a shitty leader, and I apologize. So you gotta say, this is the nicest way to say the situation you could have thought about. So shout out to the writer of Beat 99, or for a couple people, Brooklyn 99. So that's it, so, which is pretty cool, huh? I know, I'm excited. Yeah, so we have that one, which is the Wednesday incident, which is possibly one of my favorite, if not my favorite episode of the whole season. Not the whole show, the whole season. Why? Because we got my dearly beloved Kevin. You see, I gotta say, I think I prefer Kevin to. No, I was gonna say I prefer Kevin to Oates. I don't know, Kevin is so cool. I would trade Kevin with fuck. I would trade Kevin with so many people. Now the question is to who? And the answer is I will not say. I will not say. Which is kind of cool. There's also a really cool scene with Rosa and Amy that I did mention, because I mentioned before, where Rosa tells Amy, like, listen, me and Marcus is getting serious, I want to meet my parents. And I just wish there was more of a moment, because it's a moment of friendship between Rosa and Amy, and we don't see that enough, which for some reason, I don't know why, but we don't see that enough. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Pretty good, huh? Thank you. Cool. Old is very pissed off, and we don't know why. So he gets into a argument with everybody. It's like, yo, clean your desk. Old is being pissed off. So Jake is like, yo, he calls the whole precinct and is like, hey, how come Old is in a bad mood? And what I love here, he's like honking for no reason. What I love here is your boss is mad at you. So your first reaction is, let's all leave work, let's all go hide and not work, and let's talk about it. No, dude, you work, you hope it passes. But hey, what do I know? I'm only a blue-collar French Canadian. So people think that it's Jake that did something, because Jake went to the place, so he brought some cider, which is called the Wednesday Incident. I love this. You take some champagne and then you pick up the sparkler, which is super funny. Oh yeah, okay. So Charles, so also like no overtime, which is important because a lot of the cops are doing overtime. I guess, I don't know again. So Charles like, yo, I did the biggest arrest of my life, which is a bank robbery. And then the bank robbery is an old man, which is a pretty funny scene, because the whole time people hate on Charles, because like, you arrested a poor old man that's kind of dementia, that is kind of, I don't know Charles, what she calls somebody that has dementia. But he doesn't actually really there, you're playing a role, right? I'll tell Amy, or remind me of my granddaughter. And the funniest thing is when she left, she's like, what am I spend my money on? Hookers. I love that. And I thought this was a very popular artist or actor. And he immediately tells Charles, yes, listen, I said it from like, Jake's trying to get old to see, hey, what's wrong? They're all at home. So this is kind of the best part. We know, and why is this the best part? Because it's just brilliant fighting. We know Jake and Gina knew each other from the past. So apparently Jake was the reason that Gina got the job in the precinct. So when Jake got a job for Gina, Gina said, I owe you one. And Jake is like, no, I kept it. Now time to pay back biatch. Does it say biatch? But I would have added biatch myself, you know? I think it's more, no, she's an icon, so. But still, I feel like it's a bit more friends from a long time. So Gina, we learn that she's a favorite of Kevin and Oates, because when she goes home, everybody from workplace are getting called from the family name, but Gina is Gina versus Mrs. Lenny, which I love. I absolutely love. Kevin is a doll again. So then Jake asks Kevin if there's problem at home, and then Kevin's like, I don't know, he has some plain toast. This is good mood breakfast. Everyone's like, okay. What they do is they retrace it, the steps, which is cool because it shows they care for Oates. See, I'm not gonna be a dick, but there's some people in the precinct that was saying, hey, over time, and Jake found their own, but says, no, I want to figure it out. I want to figure out why my boss is mad. And this is super sad. This is episode that made me almost cry is Jake and his real father. And this is later on today. We're going to do it today. Jake and his real father. His father's an asshole. And then you got Old that comes in and he's a good dad to Jake. So I had to point it out. I had to say it. Okay, next on the list. We have Jake very pissed. We talk about what he's done. This is super cool. You want to know what I'm gonna do with the money I stole? that made me really happy. Because creepy. Yeah, like I told you. So you go in. This is a good. This is super fucking funny because he goes to a coffee shop, and Old goes to a coffee shop a lot. And then what happened is the waitress, she's like, oh my god, this is one of the best episodes from Kevin. And Old, I just love them. They're the gay that I never needed. And a wonderful dad, I have to say. But it's just wonderful. One of my favorite episodes. I'm gonna get if I do energy drinks. Should I do energy drinks? I'm kind of thirsty. You had an appointment tomorrow. You know what? There's no day like the present. And fuck the rest. Energy drink it is. I was thirsty too.